Hello, my name is Chris Kwan, and I'm a lawyer practicing in New South Wales, Australia. I also run the website ausrealestates.com, which is an auction website for properties. Now, my good friend Rachel Ma, has asked me. She asked me to discuss this thing about dispute with your landlords. Normally, this is not a this is a very tough thing. When you have a dispute with your landlord, what actually happens is that the landlord doesn't actually get involved. What you're actually having is a dispute with the agent itself. Now, the agent looks after the interests of the landlord, and the agents, whatever the agent says, usually is what the landlord will agree to as well. Um, Now, assuming you have a problem, for example, not something to do with rental, because rental is something you can't get away. If you're late, you're late. Okay, you have to pay the interest is all on the contract. Let's say you have, because I have a real case, let's say, for some reason, something like the bathroom, some of the tiles have fall off, or there's moldy, or inside some of the vanity cabinets, inside the wood has been damaged because the water has been leaking. Anything along those things, right? Um, what happened was that the agent can argue that you should have told them that the water was running over into the vanity cabinet, and because of that, it has actually damaged the the vanity cabinet itself, and so on. What you can do, the first step is, of course, try to resolve it with the agent. In most cases, the agent would advise you that they're going to get a quotation from some person to fix the problem. Now, and they will always tell you that we're going to charge it back to you. So, what they usually do is that they will ask two or three quotations to give you a quotation, and then they will probably choose the cheapest one. Now, of course, what you can do is that you can also tell the agent that it's not your fault. You didn't know, you didn't look under the vanity cabinet, and you didn't notice the water was dripping, and this is not your fault, and so on and so forth. But just for argument's sake, things didn't go well. So what do you do next? You can actually go to New South Wales Fair Trading. They have what we call a free tenancy um, person that will help you to resolve this matter. It is free. You don't have to pay a cent. You just have to go to the New South Wales Fair Trading office. For example, I can show you on this website. They call it the Fair Trading's Free Tenancy and Real Estate Complaint Service. It's for resolving complaints or disputes. Now, this is the best way to do it, because most people, they don't have money anyway, and it costs a lot to get lawyers. But if things doesn't work out, right, and things doesn't usually they don't work out because people get threatened all the time. Tenants get threatened, agents get very upset, and people get very emotional. So the next stage, of course, is go to the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal. This is the one that is going to cost you some money, because it's actually like a court itself, but you can run the case yourself. Now, a lot of the time, it's basically have to do with money. So the court will look at whether it's your fault, or whether it's the fault of the landlord, including the agent. Usually, if the problem is involved with damage to the property, and the damage was caused by yourself, whether it's negligence or not, whether you just don't know, you don't really care, and so on and so forth, they will apportion it. That means they will have 50-50 and so on. But if it's really your fault, it's going to be 100%. If it's not your fault, for example, somebody hit the flat, and or damaged the door, or there was a fight outside and they broke down your door, then those kind of things, the insurance will cover it. Okay, So thank you very much. I'm limited to 5 minutes, so if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.